The moon cast an eerie glow over the woods as I walked along the narrow trail. The night was cool and quiet, the only sounds being the rustling leaves beneath my feet. I had always found solace in the serenity of nature, but tonight, an unsettling feeling crept over me like a shadow. My footsteps echoed softly as I ventured deeper into the woods. The air was thick with the scent of pine, yet there was an underlying metallic tang that sent a shiver down my spine. A distant twig snapped, and I froze, my senses on high alert. My heart pounded, drowning out the rhythmic symphony of crickets. I dismissed the sound as a product of my imagination, my nerves playing tricks on me. But then, I heard it again. The unmistakable crunch of footsteps behind me. I spun around, my flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. The woods seemed empty, the silence unbroken except for the rapid beat of my heart. I resumed walking, the unease growing stronger with every step. The path ahead was bathed in moonlight, but the shadows seemed to twist and dance, as if they held secrets they were reluctant to reveal. A chill ran down my spine, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. As I walked, a strange sensation washed over me, a feeling of being hunted. I quickened my pace, the sound of my footsteps echoing in my ears. The footsteps behind me quickened too, matching my rhythm with an unsettling precision. I turned off my flashlight, allowing the moonlight to guide me. The path ahead was obscured, but the dim illumination was better than being a visible target. My heart pounded, the silence around me heavy and suffocating. A whisper of wind brushed against my cheek, carrying with it a soft, chilling laugh. I stopped in my tracks, my breath catching in my throat. The laughter seemed to come from all directions, as if the very woods were mocking me. "Who's there?" I called out, my voice trembling. The laughter ceased, replaced by a silence that was even more unsettling. And then, a voice, cold and distant, cut through the stillness. "You can't escape." I turned and ran, my pulse racing, my footsteps echoing through the woods. The laughter resumed, echoing in my ears, each laugh more disturbing than the last. I veered off the path, crashing through the underbrush, my heart threatening to burst from my chest. The trees seemed to close in around me, their twisted branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. My breath came in ragged gasps as I stumbled through the darkness, my mind a whirlwind of fear and panic. The laughter pursued me, growing louder and more taunting with each passing moment. I burst into a small clearing, my heart sinking as I realized I was trapped. The laughter surrounded me, closing in like a vice. And then, a figure emerged from the shadows, a silhouette with eyes that glinted like the edge of a knife. "Running won't save you," the figure hissed, their voice a haunting whisper. Desperation surged within me, and I lunged at the figure, my fists connecting with their form. We tumbled to the ground, grappling in the darkness. I caught a glimpse of their face, their twisted grin illuminated by the moonlight. Adrenaline fueled my strength as I fought back, every ounce of fear transforming into raw determination. But the figure was strong, their movements swift and calculated. They overpowered me, their hands closing around my throat. As the world began to fade, the laughter filled my ears, mocking and triumphant. In my final moments, a surge of defiance rose within me. I reached out, my fingers finding a rock on the ground. With the last of my strength, I swung the rock at the figure's head. The impact was brutal, and their grip loosened. I gasped for air, my vision swimming as I scrambled to my feet. The figure stumbled back, their hands clutching their head. The moonlight revealed blood streaming from the wound, their face contorted in pain. Seizing the opportunity, I turned and ran, my lungs burning, my body weak. The laughter followed me, but it was no longer taunting. It was filled with fury and agony. I stumbled through the woods, my vision fading, my steps growing unsteady, and then I burst through the trees, collapsing onto a dirt path. I looked back, but the figure was nowhere to be seen. The laughter had stopped, replaced by the distant hoot of an owl. I was alone, battered and broken, but alive. The encounter had left its mark, a chilling reminder that darkness could hide the most sinister of secrets. As the first rays of dawn broke through the sky, I knew I had escaped the clutches of something malevolent, something that thrived in the shadows, waiting to prey on the unsuspecting.